I use concealer as primer, so I'm just taking a little bit of translucent powder to prep the lids for the shadows. And I'm taking my Kat Von D Metal Matte Eyeshadow Palette, and with a tapered blending brush, I'm taking the shade called Suede and using it on the crease as my transition. Next, I'm taking a blending brush and I'm dipping it into Oak and adding it onto the crease. With the brush, I'm blowing out the color, and this might look weird and messy, but we're gonna clean it up later with a makeup wipe. With a small shader brush, I'm taking the color Bone to highlight the brow bone. Using the same brush, I'm gonna take the color Moss and pack the color onto my lid. And as you can see, this color was not pigmented, like I had to really pack the color on. I used the MAC Fix Plus to get the intensity of color I wanted. And I'm taking a clean blending brush and using the color Moss to blend out the harsh lines. Okay, so for this part, you'll need the Sigma Blending E36, and this brush is super fantastic and it's unique because it's a little teeny tiny blending brush. It's perfect for small eyes, but I'm concentrating on the crease. And I forgot to mention I used the color Jet with the E36. I'm just using a blending brush to blend until your arm falls off. I'm taking the shimmery green shadow, it's called Watt, and with my finger I'm gonna pack the color onto my lid. Here I'm just blending. Just keep blending, just keep blending. Use a makeup wipe to clean underneath the eyes. I'm using the Stila Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner in Intense Black to create my wing, but you can use any liquid eyeliner or, any gel liner, whichever you prefer. Add a light coat of mascara to prep your lashes for the falsies. I'm reusing a pair of falsies I used in a previous tutorial, and they are the velour lashes in Winging. Oh, and I forgot to mention that this is a full face tutorial, so for primer I'm using the Smashbox Photo Finish. For foundation I'm using the Fenty Beauty in the shade... What shade is this anyway? Oh, it's in the shade 300. I used a flat top kabuki brush to blend out my foundation. This is so weird. Like, does anybody know why that flickering happens? Like, I film with my iPhone and I just don't understand why that happens. Anyway, so for highlighting, I'm using the Fenty Beauty Matchstick in the shade Bamboo. I'm not sure how I feel about the consistency of this stick. And I also use the Fenty Beauty Matchstick in Mocha to contour. I use a tapered kabuki brush to blend out my concealer. To blend out my contour, I'm using the Real Technique Expert Face Brush. I'm using a fluffy taper brush and going in with my Laura powder to set the face, and I usually just set like on my T-zone, which is just like underneath the eyes, the chin, and a little bit on the forehead. To set the contour, I'm using my Kevyn Aucoin sculpting powder in the shade medium, and I'm using a contour brush. It's the MAC 109. It's, I don't know how to explain it, but it's a dome shaped brush. It's perfect for contouring, and I just usually I just squeeze the brush to contour the nose. I'm bronzing the face with the Hourglass Ambient Bronzer in the shade Radiant Bronze Light, and I'm using a large fluffy brush. For blush, I'm using the Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush in Exposed. As you saw, it was clearly well loved. It's one of the best colors out there. I'm using a dual fiber brush, and this is the BH Cosmetic number 9 to blend out the face. And to finish off the eyes, I'm using a flat definer brush to line underneath my eyes with the shade Oak. And to blend out, I'm using a pencil brush. And finally, with mascara, I'm using it to blend my natural with the falsies, and I'm using the mascara for my lower lashes. Oops, I lied. I also used the Urban Decay waterline in Legend onto my waterline, and I used it to tightline as well. For my lips, I use Velvet Teddy by MAC. I want to know if you like these kinds of video, whether you like them long or short. Let me know down in the comments below. For highlight, I'm using the Laura Geller in Gilded Honey, and I'm using it with a dual fiber brush. I used the Skindinavia Makeup Finishing Spray to set the face. And that's it. This is the outcome. It's super gorgeous. I hope you enjoyed watching, and please like and subscribe. I'll talk to you in my next video.